Welcome back, nerds. Sorry it's been a hot minute. I've been, real life grind, real life work. RuneScape is on the back burner. It's it's what I do for fun. So yeah, making these videos. I want to make everyday videos, and I could, but then I can't work for real life money. And yeah, let's let's get into this video. Yeah, pretty much, I'm like really into Gauntlet now. Like it's literally all I play now, and yeah, let's just see this content because pretty much I'm just showing how I do it because this is like, I think this applies. So if you just listen to my concepts and just listen, whatever. Anyway, today we're snacking on a Monster Energy coffee. Of course, the Loca Mocha. And then some poke, some homie, anyway, let's all right, so I'm first going into the first room, collecting a weapon frame. I got really lucky because this is a triple drop. In this game mode, the iterations can only be the 64th X, because I think there's only a possibility of 8 by 8 rooms, and then you have to subtract 2 rooms, because one is the demi boss, obviously, or one is the Hunliff, and then the other is the like the prep room, So this is pretty much my prep. But people are hating, yo. Most people say do one of each, but in my opinion, you have enough time to do all 3, and to do tier 2, tier 3. It just depends on your luck, really. I left this the next day because I realized poker tastes 10 times better the next day. So I'm pretty much mining all these because yeah, it's like, and then you gotta strategically like path yourself. So that does take a lot of practice to think about, because there's so many ways to go. But yeah, pretty much I just make myself my armor in the beginning, and then I drop everything, make 3 vials because I only have 77 prayer, so I need all 3. And then yeah, fill those vials up real quick. In my opinion, always start off with the range or the mage. It's just dependent on your playstyle, really, I guess. Because they both have a different lag time. Because the mage actually is very useful if you know how to manipulate its lag time. Oh, and if you can notice that my video, as I'm recording this and as I play this, I'm actually playing it on a throttled speed. Yeah, now I'm taking the ranger. So just like computers, there's always an endpoint because there's no such thing as a 0. And so you pretty much, I don't know how to, if you want me to tutor you how to do the math, that'd be cool to do. Get paid to video game. I think that'd be pretty awesome. But pretty much, if you just know computing 101, like 100, it's not even 101, it's 100. Because if you learn about computers, then you should pretty much know how a computer works, I think. Like a computer's pathing. Anyway, because RuneScape plays on a CPU based, I think a lot of people do not know this, but the big issue why I think Jagex might have a hard time coding it, from my perspective, assuming, you know, based on what we know, is that because RuneScape is actually run on a CPU versus the GPU, because RuneLite is run on GPU. Because if you try to run RuneLite on CPU, oh my god, have a nice day. I think you can only do it on 32-bit because, yeah, I mean, that's just my assumption, because most programs are like that though. They don't run off the CPU anymore. They run off like your graphics card and stuff, because like even powering the monitor has to use a graphics card. But if you know a little bit about, you know, Unix and stuff, then you don't need a graphics card. You just need a decent CPU. Meaning you could play RuneScape on like the old Xenon servers with like DDR3, because DDR3 nowadays are like literally everyone's trying to get rid of it because it's so damn cheap. DDR2 though is too slow for my opinion, because only Windows XP can play it. But anyway, I'm going off on about computers, but pretty much if you're like, let's say your computer is quad core and it's 3 gigahertz each. Look up the architecture, because you know you can't compare apples and oranges, AMD and Intel. You just can't compare it. It's just how it is with computers and math. They have its own reason. But yeah, pretty much just Google it up, research it, do the math, you know. People think, you know, coding runs on rainbows and sunshine, you know. Can only do so much. But yeah, as you see, I'm prepping. Always try to fill up your potions and then put them in, you know, its dosage. So the whole idea is that you want to minimize the amount of time that you run back and forth. And from my experience of like over 200 KC now, like it's been a month, but I've been doing so much Gauntlet. It's like, I don't know, it's just so addicting. Even if I fail, it's like I don't even mind failing, because it's like, you know, you learn from it. Anyway, you can see me running around like an idiot, as per usual, and I'm looking for more fish, but I'm realizing, well, I don't want to waste more time, so I'm gonna go telly out. Because even though I found one, it's like, it's not enough time. Because you always want like 50 seconds for at least a minute in the prep room, and then you just want to be like gun-ho, you know, you want to go quick, you know, be Speedy Gonzalez out there. I prefer the ranging mage because there is no lag time in between drops. And then, oh, you see me? I do the tier 3 first and then the tier 2, so then I can pick up the other loot, because it consumes more of the items, the bark, linium, and ore. Look at my food. Not even a lot. It's like less than half. It's like, oh, give me a second. I'll count it. Oh, and have your quick prayers as oh yeah. While I was talking about all the computer crap. Oh yeah. Because if you throttle your CPU, specifically RuneScape, you can look it up and look into your jagex folder or whatever. I forgot what it's called. It's like your cache or whatever. And I don't know how to read into it, but if you just know where the folder is, you can just kind of route it. And it's not against RuneScape policies, because I'm not actually, it's like me playing on a toaster. Like, it's not illegal to play on a toaster. Like, it's not, you know, it's not wrong to play on a RuneScape toaster, like play RuneScape on a toaster. It's just like, why would you subject yourself to that? And yeah, but as you can see, I'm not even playing, like, I'm not even that good of a Gauntlet player. This is the thing. If you're an awful Gauntlet player like me, you can get consistent wins because you just know how it's structured. You know, I think some content creators say solving the puzzle pretty much when you do, because it's like, it is very true though. You just have to kind of like solve the puzzle, and it's kind of difficult. Like, this is why I'm showing a video up on it. As you can see, I have all 3 weapons because, you know, I like to dance and, you know, I like to show off my skills. But yeah, pretty much just like, because when it's like everything is slowed down pretty much, but your clicks are actually still registered at its correct speed, And then when I try to do the 5-1 because I don't know. Sometimes I don't have enough time for another tier 3 weapon, so I just have tier 3 and then a tier 2. So yeah, at least get one tier 3 weapon because it can be done with a tier 2. It's just a lot, and then one potion or something. It's just a lot of focus, really. Man, this shrimp is so good. I got shrimp, corn, tuna salmon, some seaweed salad, some of that nori flakes and stuff, and then those seasonings, and then all the crunchy stuff, of course. Freaking, I love the crunchy stuff. It's so good. But yeah, pretty much as you can see, I make a lot of mistakes, as in my pathing, but because you're wearing tier 2 and tier 3 armor, you take a third or half, I don't even know how much damage you take, but it applies to all the damage, I don't even know what it's called. Don't even know the English word for it. I'm blanking so hard right now. But yeah, whatever can damage you, it affects because of your armor. So if you wear tier 1, it's like wearing no armor, really. You might as well just do the gauntlet with no armor. But yeah, there's way more room for mistake. As you can see, Tiki should also try to learn how to Tiki. I never learned how to Tiki until I did this gauntlet. So, it feels kind of cool. I was trying to do LMS earlier, but the world's just so freaking laggy. But yeah, try your best to Tiki. This is pretty much like if you watch other people's guides, because this is me filling in the gaps of everyone's guide, of my step-by-step breakdown of it. And of course, this is on the normal client. I think on the Runelight client, there's the freaking countdown timer thing, and I think that is so dumb. How is that not cheating? Hey, look, if you finished that, look at the. But whatever. That's just me. Count out loud when you do the gauntlet. I helps a lot. But yeah, pretty much I'm done, and I'm done with the Poke too. Pokemon. Do the zombie dance. Yeah. Remember to pick up that 4 loot though. Free alks. But yeah.